Hi guys, it's Tia
Brandon.
with the Mary Medines. Please subscribe at the bottom if you guys like our videos and share them with your friends. So we're going to get to the point here today. Our topic for today is first marriage, second marriage. You guys probably don't know this because this is our first video mentioning this, but Brandon has been married before, and I've never been married, although I am a mom. I was a single mom for... How come I don't know how long I've been a single mom? I guess for 6 or 7 years.
How old is your daughter?
Brandon came into India's life when India was 5. So that kind of sums it up. That's why I'm a little confused.
Anyway. What are you looking at me for?
Why would you even shake your head?
Because you don't know. You don't know how long you've been a single mom.
Because I had to think about how long you've been in her life. That's what I had to think about.
Really?
Even though her dad is in her life every now and then. But yeah, I had to think about it. I can't think about it.
Why don't you just start back when she's basically, you've been a single mom for 8 years.
So I've been a single mom for 8 years until
she's 8 years
I get
old.
married. Anyway, shut up.
Yeah.
So I get married. But anyway, so you guys see what we're going through right now. We look a little rough today too because it's just like, But being a single mom and being 34 years old, you know, I used to hear people always say, you know, you get stuck in your ways and stuff like that. And truth be told, yeah, I feel like going into a relationship and especially going into this marriage, I feel like I'm kind of set in my ways. I mean, you'll hear people say, oh yeah, well, you know, you got to compromise and all this. But I think like the younger you are, probably the easier it is to compromise. I know for me, it's getting a little harder. Not that 34 is old, but it's a little harder for me to do some things that Brandon feels like I need to do. And I'm like, who are you sometimes, you know, because I'm so used to being single and so used to being stuck in my way. So
basically she's so used to being independent. She's not used to compromising with another person or partner.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's where it comes down to.
Pretty much. I'm just used to like doing me, you know. I'm not used to somebody saying, you know, like if he'll say like, what's for dinner? And I'm thinking to myself, what's for dinner? You know, I'm used to either making something small or going out and eating or going over a family member's house to eat because it was just me in India. My daughter is like a vegetarian.
And I'm used to making big meals that will last for 4 or 5 days.
Right.
So,
So, in all honesty, at 30, I met you when I was 31, I guess. Our first date was I was 31.
Yeah.
So at 31, like, you know, when me and Brandon went on our first date, I was still in single mode. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, we've been together for almost 3 years and I'm just now getting out of single mode. So for all of you people out there who feel like, daggone, like, it was easier when I was single. I have those moments too where I'm like, oh gosh, like when I was single, I wouldn't have this issue. You know, not that I want to be single now, but when
sometimes I don't know.
What do you mean by sometimes you don't know? No, you're being honest.
Nah, sometimes, yeah, like, you know, meal prepping and all that. She'll make a meal for just 2, not for...
That is a lie. I make a meal for all of us to eat one time.
Yeah, but there'd be never leftovers.
I'm not used to cooking a lot. So for me, it's quite an adjustment. I think it's an adjustment, you know, even something simple as, you know, just having a whole lot more people in the house. It's different for me. It's a different experience because, like I said, coming from a single parent, a single person, I'm just used to just being in India, my role partner, my role dog. It was just me and her for so long that, you know, when you invite other people in, you know, and they come as not just 1 but 3, that makes a major difference, especially in someone who's set in their ways and they're looking at you like, what are you doing? You know, and you're looking at them like, what are you doing? You know? So it's been a process for us to come together as a blended family because I'm telling you, this single person thing, every now and then it creeps up on me. But I mean, I realize that I do have a good person, you know, next to me and he helps me a lot. And we get through a lot together. So it works out. It really does. It balances me out. What about you?
Well, on my end is more so patience. Coming into this relationship, I already knew the notion for me is that I'm been previously married, and that's Well, I knew it was hard for Tia because it's just, she's basically never been married, and I've been married. So it was like almost like I just got the third degree of being married prior. So coming in, I just gotta let her go through the process. So I guess, or both of us have to go through the process of.
Well, tell them about how you didn't want to get married in the first place.
Oh yeah, well, that was because coming from being divorced, I never thought in wildest dreams that I'll be married and being divorced within 5 years. Especially when you have kids coming up, they're used to seeing their mom and dad in the household. From that to being in a two-parent house, separate two-parent household, it's rough on the kids. It's rough on the psyche on the kids and the parent. So throughout the process of being single, I had to go through the process of self-evaluating myself. What did I do in the past relationship that kind of was a downfall of that union not working. So it took me a while to figure out what I was lacking, and I needed that moment to pretty much get myself together, not only for myself but for the kids. It actually made me even more stronger bond wise with the children. So I knew, like, if I was to ever be in a relationship, I would definitely be with somebody who has the same thoughts or the same feeling about being a parent and raising a family. So when I met Tia, I already had that, getting to know her, getting to go on dates with her, that she had that vibe that she's a family person. So that kind of played off pretty well.
I think one of the things that worked out for me with Brandon was, and it's something that rings a bell because I'm always quoting constantly everything my dad or my mom, tells me, about life because I'm one of those people. But one thing my dad does say is that in order for you to have a relationship that's really going to work, you have to be with someone who was raised similar to you. And though me and Brandon are from different cultural backgrounds, me being African American and him being Trinidadian, I grew up in a two-parent household. My parents are divorced now, but they divorced when I was they separated when I was 22. So for me, I had my parents, in my house every day. Brandon's parents are still together, and they've been married for what, 36 years?
Well, yeah, going on
36 years. So we both grew up with our parents in our house. Our siblings are our blood siblings. We don't have the step siblings or anything like that, so we don't know anything about that life. So I do feel like, in a sense, that me and Brandon did have a similar background, whereas our family was intact. So we didn't know about the whole step situation or the blended family like we have today, which you're going to see is more common, obviously. So I knew that Brandon was a good guy. I watched him with my daughter. I could see that he meshed with my daughter very well. So I really enjoyed that piece. It's not to say that the other parent enjoyed that piece, but they'll catch on, I guess. I'm hoping. But,
well, I'd say in both ends. Both. Yeah, that's probably another topic for another video. But
let's just say that Brandon has never met my child's father, and
you've never met my children's mother.
Yeah.
So,
for
but if that's we both realize that it is what it is. You just gotta move forward, and we just sooner or later, I'm pretty sure one of them is probably gonna, see,
maybe
we'll see, but we're not worried about it.
No, we're not worried about it.
I
I think it did bother us before when different situations did arise, but at this point in time, we're like, just forget it. We're here for each other. If something's going on my end with my daughter, then I'll take care of it with her father, and if something goes on his end with his kid's mother, then he'll take care of it. We do put our 2 cents in, of course, but it stays strictly within these walls. So it's not like we're interfering with anything that goes on there. We do realize that this blended family is not only us, but this is also 2 other broken families. Me, my daughter, and her father, Brandon, his kids, and their mother. So you got 2 families that are coming together to build another one. So it's a broken family trying to build a family. A very hard thing because we've had some difficulties with the kids and stuff like that, and it's just been a really, really crazy ride.
There's times where, Tia brought this up, that we both, like, respectively with our children, we have to do certain things with them. Like we call it bio day.
So bio day. I did come up with an idea called bio day, which I figured would really work good with a biological parents in a blended family, because often children want the attention of their biological parent. They don't always want to be around their step siblings and their step parent. So for me, like, I'll take my daughter and we may go to McDonald's, or we may go to the park, or we might even go to the spa and get our nails done or something like that.
Or I would take my kids to the basketball courts or the Buffalo Wild Wings or to the batting cage. Anything that has an interest with them.
Yeah.
We just...
Because even though, like I said, we are a blended family, at the end of the day, we're still individuals. And at the end of the day, we are still biological parents to children who didn't choose to be in the situation. So we feel like it helps for us to assign just that biological parent day where they know that deep down, and so we love this family, but you're my blood, and that's never going to change, and don't think that, even though we had...
They give them that extra love. That
exactly.
They need,
Thank you. And that special attention. So that's pretty much how we feel about that. I mean, I think it's been a bit of a complicated road with me trying to transition from being a single mom to a married woman.
I'll definitely give you a lot of credit, because not too many people could, especially from my background, could be a part of me and my kids. It could be rough. It could be a doozy. So
that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
But we do appreciate you guys listening to our story. Like I said, it's kind of a down day for us, so we just kind of wanted to explain to you about our situation and just taking a stride that things do get better. I mean, we've been living together for over 2 years now, and it's gotten much better. I mean, the first 3 months, I was like, Brandon, you might have to get out. You might have to leave. Like, I can't do this. And I realized that, I love Brandon and it's important, and I want what makes him happy. But I'm telling you, y'all, I really was like, you got to get the hell out of here. Didn't mean to cuss. You got to get the hell out of here. But
the woman has a lot of patience. A lot of patience.
Yeah.
And
but we made it work, and it is what it is. But we appreciate you guys watching. We hope you have a good night. We love you.
God bless.
God bless. Yes. Mary Medines, please subscribe.
Bye.
Goodbye.
That's India.